Hi guys, welcome to GuitarRealm.com, your learning portal for anything guitar really. So this little video is just a little video put together to show you guys around the sites a little bit more, and just to show you on the back end in the member dashboard where you can find and access pretty much your courses, your lessons, your content, your downloadable materials, so on and so forth. So yeah, just a little video put together to guide you through the site and give you an idea of where you can access everything. So we're going to start off by launching GuitarRealm.com, and you will land on your front page of the website. And going through the website, you can sort of have a look at some promo videos and access some learning materials. You do have access to a free beginner's kickstart kit. So for anybody that's starting off and not really ready to sort of put that credit card information in just yet, and you're looking to test out things and see how everything works, this is a nice little put together, you know, where you do get access to some basic beginners material, some lessons and some lesson notes and exercises, just to get you started and to get you to understand what Guitar Realm is about and how it's structured and what you can expect. So for those that are looking to, you know, kickstart with a little beginner's kickstart kit, all you need to do is really put your email address in and subscribe, and you'll receive an email with a link to access this information. Going back to the front page, the front of the site. So for those that are looking to join as members, there's various buttons on the front page that you can use to join up with. So right at the top we have free trial offer, try the Guitar Realm online lessons platform for 14 days free of charge. And there's also start my free trial, and going further down on the page you'll notice more. So let's click start my free trial. And we're going to land on your purchase page. This is where you'll get a lot of information of, again, what's accessible once you become an official member of Guitar Realm. So there is much in the back end that that's still available to you, and a lot of learning materials and content, very valuable learning materials and content. So yeah, there's two sort of plans. There's the monthly plan and the yearly plan, the $8 per month plan or the $79.95 per year plan. So all you need to do is hit the subscribe button, and you'll be directed to your PayPal to make that purchase. So for those that don't have PayPal, it's very simple. You just need to sign up with your email address. Nothing hectic, nothing strange. And for those that have PayPal, you simply log in with your email address and password. So that will prompt you to make your payment, and you'll purchase, and you'll receive a email to verify your email address. And once you've verified, you'll be allowed to create a username and password to log in with. So I have created that user login and password. Going back to the front site, for members that are purchased, you'll be able to access your dashboard through your member login at the top right on the front page. So on first sort of entering the site, you'll enter your email and your password, and when logging in, you'll be prompted at the top to save, you know, at the top right of Google, to save your username and password. I suggest you do that because each time that you do log in, you're just going to be directed straight to the dashboard, which makes it a lot easier and accessible. Otherwise, you just log in by clicking the member login button, typing in your username and password, and once clicking enter, you'll be automatically directed to your dashboard. So yeah, so we have landed now on the members dashboard. This is for members that are paid and have become official members of Guitar Realm. You will have a profile, a member's profile. So you, same as any other social site, you have the ability to change your profile picture and your little cover picture. You are able to edit your name, and you can do these things by hitting the edit button. You'll have access to your profile information, any bookings that you make in the site. You know, it will keep a record for you and have a little calendar that sort of reminds you of when, you know, you have lessons booked, so on and so forth. Followers, so same as any other social site, you are able to follow other members of Guitar Realm, and other members are able to follow you and follow your content. Forum posts and forum comments, that's coming from Guitar Lounge, which is what Guitar Realm calls their online campus. This is very interactive. It's an interactive forum. It is like sort of a blog post where, you know, you are able to communicate on specific categories in terms of like guitar picks or guitar bridges. So you can start up a chat on a particular category or topic, and members are able to comment and like and share and all those good things. So that's really nice, and we'll get to that in a moment. Then we have My Wallet. That's just sort of if anybody's looking to save their wallet information to make easier purchases. Files in your resources and tools, where you have a lot of downloadable material. Files are constantly being added, and those files are accessible to you through your files archive in your profile. You are able to favorite files, and that way you can keep a record in your file structure of all the things that you are most interested in. Your account details, notifications, so this is any notifications in Guitar Realm. If any members are posting in Guitar Lounge, or you know there is recent activity, you will be notified in your notification. Then you have settings, basic settings, so you can set your notifications and how things filter through to you. And then your community button, which is members in the site. So you're able to view and communicate with members that are also on the guitarrealm.com platform. So moving on, we have menu and we have sitemap at the top of your dashboard. And obviously the sitemap is this video you're viewing now, where we are guiding you through the site and just showing you around and how everything is accessed and where everything is found. The menu is pretty much these big like round buttons that you see. These are what we call access portals to your various information. And the menu is really just a summary of those buttons. So if you would prefer to just click on menu and access, you know, one of those portals from this menu instead, you have that function available to you. Otherwise, you do have the portal buttons, and we're going to start off by accessing the courses and lessons. So that's self-explanatory. That's where you're going to find your courses and the lessons that are uploaded and structured for you. And by clicking on that, we're going to land in obviously step 1, which is begin with the basics. So it is your beginner's basics course, and you're going to see that there is 4 levels to this course. So beginner's course has 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, and you are able to access each level by clicking the Start Now button. So let's start with level 1. And we're going to land in level 1 structured course. At the top, you can go back to your collection, your lessons collection, using this button. You've got resources and tools that are available for each lesson for this course. And there is a bonus video associated with each course or each level, an assessment, so a written assessment. So basically, for example, you're going to learn chords, scales, many things that visually you need to be able to identify as well. So the assessments that we refer to here are written assessments, just to make sure that you do understand sight, in terms of sight, that you do understand the information you've learned. And then homework is any exercises that are associated with a particular lesson. So on landing on your first level or second level, third level, or even intermediate and advanced, they're pretty much going to look all the same. And the way it's structured is you're going to have access to download your course overview. So the first thing you're going to be able to see is the course overview, which will show you exactly what the course entails. So level 1, it's going to explain what the scope of the level is. It's going to tell you that level 1 is for very, very basic beginners. And then it's going to tell you the course goals and what you need to achieve by the end of this level and going through all these lessons. It will then explain all the lessons that are associated or that make up this course, okay, this level. And you can see how many lessons there are and which lesson, the description of each lesson as well. So you can also identify that if you already feel comfortable with lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4 information, and you sort of want to skip ahead and you think, okay, lesson 7 sounds interesting, I'm not too sure of that stuff, then at least your course overview can guide you as well in terms of skipping and, accessing the right content for you. It will also explain the exercises. So it's going to tell you that, yes, there's 15 lessons, but there are only exercises associated with lesson 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And it's going to tell you that there's 3 exercises for lesson 10, so on and so forth. That's how many exercises you need to get through. So you've got to get through the course, and then you obviously have to achieve and master these exercises as well. It also then tells you what downloadable material is available for the course, for the level, and the level duration. So it's going to tell you that there's 15 videos for this level, how long, the total level of course material is, how many exercise videos are associated, and how long the total amount of exercises in terms of minutes make. So yeah, that gives you a very, very good understanding before you even get started in your level or course as to what you can expect and if it's the right information for you. Moving on down, the way the courses and videos are structured is it is going to start with your lesson 1. Okay, it does run in numerical order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you wanted to skip ahead, down below you're going to see there's like a scroll function for the rest of the content that makes up this course. So you do have the ability to search for a particular video, or you can have a look at the different categories, or you can simply use the next button here and it will scroll through to the next videos in line for this level. And if you wanted to access lesson 7, you simply click on it and it will start playing in your top view. You do have the ability to adjust sound on the video. You have the ability to make it full screen, and you are able to download the video as well. Okay, so there is the download feature on all the videos as well. Moving a little bit down onto looking at the resources and tools. So at the top here we saw resources and tools. If we clicked on that, it would simply take you down to where the resources and tools are loaded for you to access. These are all the lessons that make up level 1, and in each you will have access to lesson notes, or if there is a exercise associated with the lesson as well, you will also have access to the exercise notation and guitar exercise files. So all the downloadable content for that particular lesson would be found under your resources and tools, and you're able to click on it. For example, the lesson notes are in PDF, so it's going to open up like this. Your PDF is open. This is generally what your lesson notes will look like, pretty much a standard format. And moving down, you'll see that it's all the diagrams that are displayed in the videos, in the lessons, video lessons, that you can download and refer to when practicing after actually going through the lesson. So that's your downloadable content associated with each lesson. Then you have access to a bonus video at the bottom, and below you are able to, if you feel necessary and you feel that you need a one-on-one session to touch up on a few things, you are able to book a one-on-one session as well. There is a little top button here at the bottom, on the right bottom. This is really nice, that when you get sort of halfway through the page or down to the bottom of the page, you use this top button and it will click back up to the top of the page instantly for you. If we have a look at assessment, okay, these are written assessments that you're going to access for each level. So each level is going to have a written assessment, and it's really just an assessment for yourself, more to understand whether you've managed to grasp the information, the visual information, that you've learned so far, or if you feel that you need to touch up and work on a few things. It's really a written assessment for yourself that, you can identify where you're at the moment and what you've managed to take in. From the assessments, you're able to access home and quizzes. Okay, so if we go into homework, this is the exercises that accompany the courses. Okay, generally what you're going to find is that in some lessons there will be an exercise that you can practice to sort of master that particular skill. These are the homework exercises related for a particular course. So once you are in, for example, we're in beginners level 1 now, the exercises, okay? So the exercises are structured differently to what the course is structured, so you can see that it's a different layout. It does say exercise 10.1, so you do know that that's for lesson 10. If you click on an exercise, it does have a different display layout to the lessons as well. It's going to tell you that it's an exercise, it's going to tell you for which lesson, and it really is a 3-minute video of an exercise that you will practice as a homework practice session. So if we have a look at the top of exercises, the exercises page, you do have the ability to go back to the course or go to the assessment. So if we go back to the course, we're going to go back to your level 1 course, where we started with showing you level 1 course and resources that are associated, and we showed you at the top that you can access the resources, bonus video, assessment and homework. That's pretty much the layout of the courses and how the lessons work and the levels and the structure. And you do have a beginners, so you've got the beginners, the intermediate, advanced. We are working on the ear training at the moment. And then we have something called Songs, Licks and Tricks. Songs, Licks and Tricks is a YouTube channel where there's a lot of extra free fun content being loaded. So this is just spare of the moment video footage that's been taken of Barry playing. Maybe he plays a song and then he decides, you know what, I like that and I want to do a lesson on it. So he literally plays a song and then he'll follow up with like a lesson that he can show you how to play that song. So it's a really fun channel. It's just for extra content, and that's a nice to have as well. And then we've got the tab library. And the tab library is a lot of Tux guitar and guitar profiles. So basically Tux Guitar is a free open source software that allows you to view and play along with song notation. And it's like a practice, it's a nice practice file, and it helps you to sort of master practicing and playing that song, and also the sight reading of it at the same time. So these are nice to have. So if we have a look at the tab library, on landing on the tab library, we've got a whole lot of different music genres. So we've got country and hard rock and soft rock and jazz and blues and pop and so many others. And if we access, let's have a look at hard rock, for example. It's quite a popular one. These are what the song tab library pages are going to look like once you enter a particular genre or category, music category. Here we've entered the hard rock library, and it is broken down alphabetically. We're A to C at the moment. So A, we've started off with AC/DC, Alice Cooper, Audioslave, and if we click on B, it's gonna jump down to the Bs and the Black Sabbaths. And if I just click on this little top button, we get back up and I hit the C again, it's going to take us down to C. This is the way that the library, the tab libraries are structured and works. It's alphabetical. You do need Tux Guitar to be able to load and view these files. There is a button where you can download Tux Guitar for free. If you click that, it'll take you straight to where you can download the software. And then just simply clicking on a particular file that you want, it will download to the bottom left of your computer. Alright, if we just jump from A to C to J to L, for example, just to show you sort of how it jumps. Very same layout, it's just J to L now, Jet Joan and Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix. And if we jump down to L, let's have a look. It's going to take us down to Led Zeppelin and Linkin Park and the likes. So yeah, this is really a nice to have, really nice to practice with and to work with. Yeah, so let's go back. Pretty much all the pages have this back to button, portal. It's like a little portal button. And if you hit that each time, you're going to go back to the previous page you were working from. So that's the layout of pretty much each tab library. Once you access each one, so we were just in hard rock, we're going to have a look at country. It's pretty much the same layouts, okay? Which is nice because you get comfortable with that and it becomes easier to work with. So that is your courses and lessons collection. So you've got your beginners and basics, intermediate, advanced, ear training, songs, licks and tricks, which is your YouTube channel, and your tab library. Moving back to the actual dashboard, the membership dashboard, let's have a look now at resources and tools. Okay, so resources and tools is all your downloadable material plus more. We've structured it in like an archive, like a little sort of archive place where you can come and just search for something. Really, if you can't really remember where it was or you can simply search for something and it will bring it up a lot easier. So if you're looking for something in beginners level 2, you're going to have all the beginners level 2 stuff sort of display for you, which is really nice. So it's a quick way of researching files throughout the site if you just want to get something really quickly, but at the same time it is all the downloadable material that's available to you in the courses and lessons, but it's also a lot of extra info as well. So there is a lot of stuff that you won't find available in those lessons pages that will be uploaded here for you to view. So what's really nice as well is each time files are loaded in your notification, in your profile list, you have the notifications as well. In notifications, you will be informed of any files being uploaded. So if you're interested, you can click on it and it will take you to the files that were uploaded. And so that's all your lessons, your notes, your notation pages, and any third-party exercise files. Like we were having a look at the tab library at the moment, and those are sort of exercise files that you can work with through Tux Guitar. This is the same thing, it's just not songs specifically. So this is extra exercise files, Tux Guitar files, but it's like C major scales, or here for example, 704 exercises for guitar, just a whole lot of different exercises, picking exercises, amigo, freak speed, hammer and pulling exercises. So this is a whole lot of stuff you're not going to find loaded in your lessons and courses pages. It's extra info. So we went into the third party third-party resources, Guitar Tuck's exercise files. From here you can go back into your training guides or chords or scales, lesson notes for example, and you're going to be redirected back to your lesson notes where you're able to access that information. And going back, you will land back in your members dashboard. Moving on, the next thing that members will have access to is something called Guitar Lounge. Now, Guitar Lounge is something that Guitar Realm put together for almost like an online sort of campus scenario, where we were looking to get people across the globe to interact on specific categories and information and topics that, you know, everybody was interested in. So the interest here obviously is guitars and anything and everything guitars. Guitar Realm's online campus is where all members are able to chat and communicate with one another, share information, share thoughts, and share experiences, really. So this is very much like a social media platform where you are able to load a topic. So anything really, guitar picks. And you're able to load a topic and you're able to ask a question to the other members out there about what they think about this particular topic or the information you're looking to feed back. So you're going to ask a question for the information you're looking to feed back. And from there, other members are able to view it, they're able to comment back, and they're able to like and share and all those good things. So that's really nice when you are looking for other people's experiences and information on particular categories or topics of guitars. You're also going to have access to a live chat system where members are able to actually live interact with one another and share their thoughts there and then. We are looking to upgrade this at a later stage to a video live chat platform. For now, it is just text chat, which is still great because you can still sort of communicate with, you know, your other peers and members in Guitar Realm live and make those friends and make those relationships and just learn so much more from other people across the world. Let's have a look at what's next on the dashboard, members dashboard. So going back to the members dashboard, we're now going to have a look at something called Guitar Noise. So this is just a little extra bit of resources where it's like a newspaper platform. And Guitar Noise is information on the internet at the moment, feeding through from the internet on topics of guitar. So here you can see why Fender is going to 11 with digital. It's just so much interesting, different information, news, real news on the internet in terms of guitar and the industry, which is also nice. It's nice to keep up with that kind of information and know what's going on with your brands and your famous guitarists and those kind of things. It's like a newspaper. Have your morning coffee and your morning newspaper before starting your day. Okay, going back to the dashboard. We're getting through it now. We've gone through the lessons, the courses and lessons collection. We've gone through the resources and tools where you're able to download all your resources and tools. We've had a look at Guitar Lounge, the Guitar Realm online campus, interactive platform for all members in the site. We've had a look at the Guitar Noise, which is your newspaper, your daily newspaper on guitar information. And now we're having a look at what is called the Guitar Library. So this is your library available to you on the most popular brands that have been popular for a very long time, that have made their name in the industry. And so we've just chosen like the top 12 or 13, however many. And we're looking at the likes of Gibson, Fender, PRS, Ibanez, Schecter, Epiphone, Jackson, Yamaha, Taylor, ESP, Takamine, Washburn, and Gretsch. So these are really beautiful brands, beautiful guitar brands on the market. And the Guitar Library is just a really nice extra resource for people learning about the guitar and guitar brands and just starting off for the first time. So you're gonna see the brand logo. So you're going to start identifying the logos for each brand. It's going to give you a little bit of historical information around the brands. And this information is being drawn from the likes of Wikipedia. There is like a link where you can go and read even more. We've just taken the very, basic history for each brand for your viewing and information. There is a skip to guitar collection button. That's just to basically skip down to the actual collection for that brand. So there is a little collection that's been put together of a few of the top models for that brand. And if you click in one of these collections, you're going to be directed to view the specifications of that guitar, as well as some pictures of the different, colors of that model. And this is really, really nice. I mean, to be able to identify the actual model, the model, name, and then the specifications. So you start to see, the body type is semi-hollow, and, the types of wood being used for the body, the neck, the fretboard. Going back, you do have this little back to Gibson Home button, so you'll go back to the collection, using that button. And then just further down, you do have a review. We have sourced a review, a really good review from YouTube, and given you access to the channel as well, where the review is coming from. So, and these channels are great. They have so much nice information on guitars and just so many nice things. Great to check out. So nice to be able to review the guitar that you're looking at and reading about as well, and being able to hear, what they sound like, and all in one sort of library. So let's just see at the top here. So we've just gone through the layout for Gibson, but if you click on any other brand, the layout is really exactly the same. It's just going to be brand specific. Right, so let's go back. Let's check out more happening in the dashboard, because we still have a few portals to get through. So we've just had a look at the guitar library, and we're going to have a look at homework now. So we've got this homework portal. This obviously works hand in hand with your courses and lessons collection. Accessing your homework, you do have the ability to access your homework from the courses and lessons collection directly as well, which I showed you earlier. But here you're able to also access the fun quizzes of the homework section. So what Guitar Realm's done is also given you quizzes to take that 10-minute break. You've got things like which song relates to which guitarist, and how many band members in the crew, and a lot of this information coming from these quizzes are actually all given to you throughout the Guitar Realm website. So if you go through the website and you go through the library and you go through all these good things, a lot of that information you're going to learn, and you're going to know a lot of these answers, even if you didn't before. And it's just a nice little fun challenge to sort of clear the thoughts and just take a break for a moment. They do work quite simply. You just click on the start button. You can view it in the small screen and just carry on from there. And if you click on one, it's going to tell you correct, yes, or bummer, no. And you can make it big screen with the little, big screen thing at the bottom, or you can, just work from the small screen. So that's fun quizzes. That's a nice, fun, take a break side of things. From here, you do have your assessments, which we went into earlier as well. This is your written assessments per level. That's homework, written, visual assessments. And then you have the homework, which is the exercises, the associated exercises. And there you'll have them for each course, being beginners, intermediate, and advanced. You're going to have the exercises for each lesson that requires an exercise. So if we go even into level 2, because we went into level 1 earlier, we're having a look at level 2 now. And again, same layout as level 1. It's just going to be all the exercise videos for level 2 instead. And there's more for level 2. Obviously level 2 got a little bit more intense, and you simply click on one and it's going to display for you. And in the display for the exercises, you do still have the scroll at the bottom, so you are able to easily scroll through which exercise you'd like to do next. Just scroll through. So you want to skip to 22. Okay, so let's go back to the exercise index, and it'll take you back to the exercises where you can access the exercises for each course. And then if you go back one again to the actual homework dome, you're going to go back to the original first page for the homework portal. Going back one more, we come back to the members dashboard, and we are going to have a look at the Backchat forum now. Backchat forum is an interactive question and answer platform. A lot of people have a lot of questions all the time and not able to answer every single one all the time. So what's nice about this platform is that we do analyze all the questions coming through, and the most asked questions over a period of a week is the one that is chosen to be answered. So we have a look at the question, and Barry has the ability to either write the question back on this platform. So he'll be able to write out what the question was and who it was asked by, or if there was a frequent number, we simply say the most asked question of the week. But if he feels that he actually has to visually show you how it's done on the guitar itself, he's able to actually post a video to this question platform, but also do a live stream from here as well. So weekly he's going to choose the most frequently asked question, and he's going to answer that in either way. So yeah, so that's really nice. And even while answering that question, or once that question has been loaded and answered, there is a chat forum at the bottom where you're able to further communicate on a particular question. Okay, so going back into the member dashboard, I'm going to hit the Back to Guitar Realms Learning Portal button. Wow, so we've managed to go through courses and lessons, resources and tools, Guitar Lounge, Guitar Noise, Guitar Library, Homework, and Backchat. So we have the last three. We've got Guitar Gear, Showcase, and Private Lessons. And just to show you how the menu works at the top as well, just for those that prefer it, from here, let's say, for example, I would like it to, one of the three left was the Guitar Gear. So let's go to Guitar Gear from there, and it will take us through to the Guitar Gear. Instead of going through the little round portal, I simply use the menu option, okay? But either or is the same. So if we just go back one, I'm going to click on the portal button now itself, and you're going to see that it's going to direct me to the same window, okay? We have now landed on the front for Guitar Gear. Guitar Gear, the Guitar Gear Vault is a vault of information in terms of all the gear that is needed and used with the guitar. So if you are a serious guitarist and you're looking to go pro and you're looking to play live, there's a lot of equipment that you're going to need, and it's just really good to know how all this equipment works and what it does and how it's structured, and just so that you can make use of it to the best of your ability. So landing in the gear vault, we land on strings. So strings, yes, is a topic. It is a piece of gear that's needed and vital. It's actually vital to the sound, the overall, tones projected. So strings are huge, hugely important, just as everything else. So looking at the top menu, we have strings, amps, pedals, cases, picks, straps, pickups, bridges, mixer boards, speakers, cables, inlays, and woods. So that's quite a lot of information. While we're in strings, for example, going down into the page, there's a lot of different topics within this topic to learn about. So there's the gauges, there's acoustic gauges versus electric gauge, there's different string types, nylon strings versus steel strings. So there's just so much information. So the pages are quite long. So if we go back to the top, there is this little index button. What this index button is for each one of these pages, if we have a look at the index button for strings, it's all the different headings within this page. So if I wanted to skip down to electric guitar string materials, I would click on that and it's going to jump down to that topic. And I can go back up with the little back up button and use that index again to maybe go down to acoustic string set gauges instead. So this little index on each page for Guitar Gear Vault is so handy to move from, heading to heading in such long pages. So this is your strings. Let's have a look at, let's just move on to bridges, for example. It's going to be the same layout. You're going to have your index button here as well. And if we use that button on this page, for example, on bridges, and we go down to string through body, it's going to drop down to that particular heading. That would be how to sort of navigate through the Guitar Gear Vault. Right at the top of Guitar Gear Vault, there's this button which is called Famous Artists Rig Rundowns. This is really nice in terms of Guitar Gear, especially if you are a fan of some famous bands or famous artists, because what this is there's some channels on YouTube, primarily Premier Guitar and Mean TV. They really are awesome channels in terms of rig rundowns and interviews with these musicians. Basically explain all the equipment that they use, why they use it, what sounds they're looking to get out of it, and what sounds they do get out of it. So this is just such valuable information when you're trying to set up your sounds. Alright, so going back from Famous Artist Rig Rundowns, you can go back from here into your main Gear Vault, and to get back into your dashboard using your back portal again, you'll get back to your dashboard. Coming down to Showcase. Showcase is a platform that's been designed for all members to be able to show their work. So this platform is available to all site visitors, even those that are not paying members, but visitors would only be able to view, whilst members they're the only ones able to actually create their posts and comment and so on and so forth. Really, this platform is for those that have achieved, a particular goal. They are practicing, they have practiced, and want to show it off with other members and get some nice feedback and nice helpful tips on how to improve and that sort of stuff. So what we've done is we have broken it down into 3 categories. We've got the beginners, we've got the intermediate players, and then we've got the advanced players. Alright, this is a fun platform for all members to be able to get some positive feedback in terms of their practice and where they're at the moment. So for members are able to access their member dashboard through the member button on the top where it says Welcome to Showcase, while visitors would go back on the home page. Finally, we have the private lessons. Okay, so with all this information, so you have your structured lessons, you have your structured courses, you have all the downloadable material available to you on the site, you have access to the Guitar Lounge, to other members in the site, to other members' experiences and skills and knowledge as well. You have the Guitar Noise and all the news coming through from the internet, the library, the homework, the back chat. With all this information, if you are still finding that you need to do a one-on-one in order to master a particular skill that you're battling with, then you have the ability to book a private lesson. So the private lessons are done also video chat, and the platforms that are supported is Skype, Zoom, and Google Meet. Skype is really nice that there's no passwords and, you know, that whole process. You literally just call and go, and you're able to transfer files from one to the other. And Barry does do, you know, private lesson videos that he sends through to you for your viewing after that lesson. So Skype is a nice way to transfer that information quite quickly and to be able to call quite quickly. Okay, so all three platforms are supported, and you're able to book a private lesson directly. If you hit the book now button, you're going to be directed through to the booking calendar, and here it's going to show you all the dates and times that are available. So if you click on a particular day that you're looking for, it's then going to open up all the times that are available. So if there's no available hours, it's going to say there's no available hours, and it's only going to give you buttons where time slots are available. And then you can choose one and you can say next, and you're going to go through to booking form where you're going to fill out your information. Try and give us as much information as possible in terms of what you're looking to learn and to master from the one-on-one lesson. That way he's able to prepare and make sure that he's got all the right content and information for you and doesn't waste your time. Just immediately kick off with exactly what you're looking to learn. So once you've filled out the booking form, you'll hit the Pay Now button and you'll be prompted to pay. Thereafter, it will be set in your booking calendar, and it will pull through to your My Bookings under your profile. Right, so guys, that's it. That is GuitarRealm.com. That is our learning portal. That is what we offer our members, and we hope you enjoy it. We hope you come on board. Constantly new material is being loaded, so monthly we are adding content to the site and system. The system is growing daily, and just more and more information is being added. So we've got a whole lot planned and coming up, and we hope that you stick around and join us.